Hey YouTube world, this is Marvin with Better Way to Connect TV, and this is a kind of a first video where I'm in front of the camera. I'm always talking behind the camera. You guys always hear my voice. So now you get a chance to see me and check out some of the things I got going on today. This video is going to be partly because of a good friend of mine. Let me see if I can get her name right. It's going to be Yasahu. Yasahu was she got in touch with me, and I also had in mind to do this video too, but she got in touch with me and she wanted me to do a video based to kind of simplify for my cord cutters. And so basically, if this is your first time to this channel, this is what this channel is all about, is basically trying to help people save money and get into cord cutting. I got here a couple antennas that I'm going to show you guys, and I'm just going to give you some basic tips and points to help you out. Okay, so let's just get into it. I guess I got some DVRs. You might want to see. I got some DVRs right here, and I got some cable, 2 antennas right here. But I'm gonna break it all down to you and try to make it as simple as possible. The very first place, if you're thinking about cord cutting and you want to know, the very first step for you to take would be to find out exactly what your signal level is at your location or wherever you planning on being. So for most people, it's their home or their apartment. So what you want to do is find out exactly what your signal level is like before you go and purchase anything. Before you go and put your hard-earned money down on any type of product, you want to find out exactly what your signal is. So there's 2 websites that you can go to. One is called tvfool.com. The other one is called antennaweb.org. I'll put those links in the descriptions when we do the editing on this, so you guys can check those websites out. These websites give you a ton of information. First and foremost, they give you exactly, well, I shouldn't say, they give you a really good estimate of what the signal level is like at your location. Okay, so it lets you know whether or not you can proceed with going ahead and getting an antenna or not. So the information that they give you will be, it's an estimate, but it is true to life. Most of the time, it is true to life what they present to you. So they're going to give you some recommendations on what type of antennas to buy, and these websites will also let you know your location toward where the towers are, where the television towers are. So where you are according to where the towers are, and then they'll let you know where to point your antenna if you're buying a directional antenna, or if you have a multi-directional antenna. It'll help you figure out where you want to place the antenna in your home. Okay, so let me see. I guess I'll go ahead and start with some of the different types of antennas. Okay, this right here is probably a really familiar antenna. It's called the Mohu Leaf indoor antenna. It's called the Mohu Leaf 50-mile range. This antenna is good for 50 miles. It's really common. You've probably seen it at your local Best Buy, Walmart, Home Depot. You've probably seen this antenna. It's a really good antenna. I carry it with me for those basic installs. But with any antenna that you get, the basic thing that I can tell you guys to help you out would be, the higher you get this antenna, the better it's going to perform. So they don't tell you this on the website or on their descriptions. When you open this up and you get the manual out, there's nowhere that's going to say you got to get this up above 30 feet. Just keep it in mind that you probably want to get this at least 30 feet in the air. Okay, and for most people, if you have a home, a 2-story home, that's usually on the 2nd level. And you're probably saying, well, how do I get this? If my TV's downstairs in the living room or family room, you want me to install this on the 2nd level? There's many ways to get to it, but the easiest way that I can tell you guys is I use the existing outlets that are in your home. That's how I get this down to the 1st level. I use the existing outlets that are already in the home, and so most houses are already pre-wired with coax cable, this right here. So I tap into an outlet that's on the second level, and I backfeed the signal back to the house. That's how I activate the entire house. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, by all means, feel free to give me an email, shoot me a comment, and whatnot, and I'll try to go more in detail, but I don't want to stress anybody out. That's basically my tip for you, is to get this as high as you can get it. If you don't have a second story, if you don't have a second floor, you have vaulted ceilings, get you a ladder and try to get this bad boy up as high as you can in your house, close to the top or the vaulted ceiling, okay? Also, this is a real good tip too for these types of antennas. You don't want to put them behind the TV or right beside the TV. The reason why, from what I've experienced, is that the TV sometimes give off they give off kind of like, it's interference. It's a low level interference, but they do give off a low, and it disrupts the antenna. So you want to keep this as far away from the antenna as you can, but you want to get it, from the TV, you want to keep this antenna as far away from the TV as you can, but you want to get it up as high as you can, okay? If you're just in a, one level place, apartment or anything like that, try to get it, close to your window, or, you want, like I said, the higher the better. And that's for any antenna, but that's a good tip for you right here. It's called the Mohu Leaf Indoor HD TV antenna, and it's a really good antenna. I've used this many times, and it's done very well for me. What else can I say about this bad boy? It's a multi-directional antenna, meaning that you don't have to point it. I will say this though. Let's say if the television towers are on the west side of your home, it would help you if you put this on the west side wall, just kind of facing the antenna. If you're not able to do that, just try to do the best you can and get it up as high as you can. Like I said, with this, you don't have to point it. It's a multi-directional antenna, so it should do very well for you. If you're in an urban area in the cities, this should do very well for you. You shouldn't have any problems pulling in the signal, okay? So, you've checked out your websites online, and you got your information that you need, and everything was good. You do have good signal level, and so you need to figure out what type of antenna to buy. There's no rule to what type of antenna you can buy. You can buy, it's basically the website's going to give you information, and you're supposed to decipher this information, because everybody's house is different. So I can't give you a blanket statement and say that this antenna is going to be perfect for your home. I can't say that. I've used this antenna at a lot of different homes here in California, but I can't say that this antenna is this is the GE attic antenna. I can't say that this is going to be perfect for your home. Okay, you can it's kind of a, let me see, I want to say the best way I can put this would be it's a trial and error. I hate to say that, guys, but it's basically a trial and error. I don't want you going out spending a whole bunch of money on these antennas, but this antenna right here is right now, if I'm not mistaken, is going for I think $30 with taxes on Amazon.com. It's called the GE attic antenna. It's a very, very good antenna. If you look it up, you can see the reviews on it. There's tons of reviews. I think it's like 4 out of 5 stars. It's a really good antenna. I actually did a review on this antenna about a month ago. So you can go to my channel and check out that review. It's a really good antenna. Okay, this is my RG6 cable right here that I'm always talking about. If you don't know how to cut your own fittings, these right here are considered fittings right here, guys. So if you don't know how to cut your own fittings, right, you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and they already have this pre-cut. It's a 30-foot coax cable, RG6. It's got perfect fittings on there, already pre-cut for you. And it's real simple. you go and buy this. You don't need any tools unless you are deciding to, if you got to go through a wall or. But if you got to do all of that, I would seriously advise you to get in touch with a professional installer and get that work done for you. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer, this right here cuts out so much work. It's 30 feet and it's a really good cable. It's RG6. So you don't have anything to worry about. Like I said, Home Depot and Lowe's sell these cables for you. I think also Walmart too. This is just a simple splitter I want to tell you guys about. It's a basic splitter. I picked this up at Best Buy. I think this cost me about $4, a 3-way splitter. The most important thing that you guys need to know about this is you want to get one that says it's low loss on it. Okay, either on the splitter itself or either on the box it says low loss. I hope you guys can see that. Can you zoom in on that? Low loss. Okay, so you find your splitter that says low loss on it. It's a pretty good splitter. Okay, guys. Now let's get on to the DVRs, and I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of information on the DVRs. Okay, this right here is the MediaSonic Homework MediaSonics that I'm always talking about. I've done many of reviews on this. This is a really good DVR, but it's very basic. It doesn't do all the things that a TiVo would do for you. But this, if you buy this right here, it's a one-time purchase, and you don't have to pay for a television guide. This does come with a free television guide, but it only gives you up to 2 days of television guide on it. Okay. So it's a really basic device, but it works very well. It's highly rated. I have this in my house. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. So if you guys, it's called the HomeWorks 180 STB. You can get it from or check out my website. I have all these products on my website, and they'll link you to Amazon. Okay. This right here is a TiVo. Everybody knows about the TiVo OTA. Now this TiVo DVR will give you the most cable-like experience when you cut the cable. A lot of people think that when you cut the cable, it's not as intuitive as cable or satellite. It's not as easy to record your shows. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case. That's not true. The TiVo will give you, I think, in my opinion, a better experience than what you would get with your cable or satellite. And also too, if you decide to purchase the lifetime not lifetime warranty, but I think it's the lifetime membership. So if you decide to purchase the lifetime membership for this, there's no more cost. There's no more, you don't have to do a subscription fee or anything like that. All your services are built into the device and it's free. So, I mean, if you think about it, yeah, it's a lot of money, but if you think about it, it pays for itself in about 2 or 3 months. And then after that, guys, you're completely free and clear. You don't have to pay any subscriptions or cable fees, satellite fees. You don't have to pay any of that. And you can save that money. You'd be amazed at how much money you get at the end of the year. It's really amazing. But this device right here is kind of an all-in-one type of device. They really put this thing together, the TiVo. Not only do you get your over-the-air channels with this TiVo, you also get your streaming services like Amazon Instant Video on here. You get Netflix on here. You get Hulu on here. You also have Vudu, the Vudu subscription. I mean, they don't have a subscription, but the Vudu service is on here. This device comes packed with all the essentials. You buy this device, you don't have to worry about needing to buy a Roku or Amazon Fire TV box. I mean, this thing here will take care of itself. I really like it, but a lot of people don't like the monthly subscription fee. I kind of don't like that too, but because the box works so well and it's so easy, and you can record 4 shows at once. You know, what's $15 a month? You know, some people, you know, pay $180 upwards to $200 a month for their cable. So I don't think $15 a month is too much to ask. You know, if you look at, you know, what you're paying for a subscription fee for Netflix or Hulu, you add that with the $15 subscription. I can't say anything about it. It's basically your choice, what you decide to do, what you think is right for your family. Let me see, what else can I say? Your comfort level. Okay, so I would say if you have a comfort level where you just want to buy a device, you want to buy an antenna, this right here, put it on the wall, come home and sit down and watch TV, this antenna is good for you. Okay. If you're thinking about, you got 4 TVs in the house or 3 TVs in the house and you want to do a whole house, you know, setup, this antenna is good for you. You know, but it's a little bit more involved. I would definitely say, you know, if you can, get in touch with. So let's talk about comfort again. If your comfort level is where you just go to the store and pick up an antenna, you come back home and just put it on the wall, definitely this would work for you. You don't have to buy this one, but I'm just saying this is a good antenna. There are many more antennas that are like this. This right here goes for $69. So if you find an antenna that, you know, that is cheaper, by all means, go ahead and test it out. But my advice to you would be, the higher you get this antenna in your home, the better it's going to perform for you. Okay. And if you have a really big, you know, 50-inch or 40-inch flat screen television set, you want to keep this antenna away from that TV, because the TVs, they have a low level interference that throws these antennas off. So, you know, it's also too, this also brings to mind too, if you have any LEDs, not all LEDs, but there are some LEDs, like the ones that are the what do you call the surface mounted ones, the ones that are in the ceiling. Some of those LEDs sometimes affect your channels, your channel reception. I don't know why, but it happens. I've been to installs before where I've been installing installing the antenna. Everything worked fine. As soon as someone turns on the LED lights or whatever, the channels get crazy and they start fluctuating and whatnot. That is a good tip. I just want to throw that out there just in case if anybody is experiencing this, or if you're having some problems, you can't quite figure out what it is. Try turning off all the LEDs. It doesn't happen with the regular lights, the incandescent lights. It doesn't happen with that, or it doesn't happen with the curlicues. The curlicues are fine. It's only the LEDs, and it's certain LEDs too. They don't make them all the same. So for whatever reason, they throw off an interference that does affect the digital channel reception on your antennas. And that's any antenna. It's not just this one. It could be any antenna. So if you're having problems, I would say turn off your lights. I know it sounds silly, but try it. You'll be amazed at what you find out if you're having issues on certain channels. It may not affect all of them. It's just certain. Like for me, it actually affects channel 7. Like if I turn on my kitchen LEDs, my channel 7 goes out. And then I gotta yell in the house, hey, who got the channel? So who got the lights on in the kitchen? And oh, we forgot that. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. This right here, also want to tell you guys, this is considered like a whole home, antenna. So you can hook up multiple TVs to this antenna. This right here can take up to 3. I've used them as much as 5 television sets connected to this one antenna. Granted, I had to use an amplifier, but I mean, I wired up this guy's entire house with this antenna. It's a very good antenna, guys. So this may be a little bit more than your regular comfort level. You know what I'm saying? If, like I said before, if you have somebody who is into tech, who knows about antennas or knows how to do this, by all means, give them a call. Or if you have a professional in the area like myself, go ahead and give them a call and see what they can do for you. I don't want to mislead anybody thinking that you can buy this and then it's going to work perfectly for you, because this box does not tell you everything that you need to know. Okay, there's a lot of tips and tricks that you need to know as an installer, but that's only for people who are in there. But this is that's only for installers. For a one-time purchase for somebody, I would say, definitely if you're a do-it-yourselfer, go ahead and try it. If you need any help, I'll try to help you as much as I can. Send me an email, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope this kind of gave you guys some starting information. I hope I didn't speak over your head. I try to keep it as simple as I can. It's kind of frustrating for me because I know so much information and I want to get it out to you, but I can't tell you everything because it confuses you. So I just try to keep it as simple as I could. Like I said, first and foremost, before you buy any product, check your levels, check your signal level. Go to those websites that I told you about, and they will give you a ton of information. They'll even give you examples of antennas that you can buy. And my advice would be, go with the cheapest antenna. Just because the antenna is $100 and one is $20, there's no rhyme or reason on why these antennas are more than others. You know what I'm saying? Some antennas are more because of the materials that are used. Other antennas are just cheaper because they're mass marketed. They're mass marketed devices. But keep this, I want to keep this kind of short and simple. If you have any questions, please, by all means, give me a comment down in the description or send me an email. Other than that, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. And definitely I'll be having more videos coming out soon. So stay tuned. Take care.